I want to therefore amend the order paper to provide for that item, and I need it to be called now.
Statement on the events during the Kawempe South nominations.
Honourable Minister for Internal Affairs.
Right Honourable Speaker.
We shall have matters of national importance during Prime Minister's time.
Right Honourable Speaker, honourable members, first of all I want to thank you for adjusting the order paper to allow us to make this statement regarding the incidents registered during the Kawempe North by-election campaigns. Right Honourable Speaker and members, a number of incidents. This paper has been uploaded because we didn't know it would be allowed on the order paper. It was uploaded late, but I think members should be having it now. A number of incidents have been registered in the course of the ongoing Kawempe North by-election related activities. And these involve, among others, skirmishes between NUP supporters and security forces, as a result of which 24 people are arrested and put in custody. And those arrested include 2 honourable members of this House, namely Honourable Nyeko and Hon Nkunyinji. The details of the particulars of those in custody are attached to this brief. The action taken so far: a case file was opened via Dwandega SDA Ref 63/33/2025. Statements recorded from all those in custody to enable the processing of their cases for court. Those arrested were presented in court and remanded on Tuesday, 4th March 2025. Right Honourable Speaker and members, government intends to ensure a clean, transparent and safe by-election in Kawempe North constituency. Towards this end, the various players, including the EC, who organized this by-election, the contenders from the different parties and their supporters, the general public, as well as security, have to exercise their different roles, different but complementary roles within the confines of the law. Where we have infractions of the law, there are processes within the law on how to bring them to account, including guidelines on the lawful enforcement of the law. It is also the law, Right Honourable Speaker and members, that for one to be charged with a criminal offence, that offence and the punishment thereof must be expressly provided for in written law. Those arrested are accused of various breaches of the law, including the alleged illegal use of military gear by some of them. Charges known to the law will be preferred for the courts to determine their cases. In addition, working with the military and other security organs, it will be proposed to publish for information their gazetted uniforms as well as other gear which are ordinarily the preserve of official uniformed forces. Also, working with the EC, guidance should be given to all the players regarding lawfully permissible conduct during this exercise. Last, rules of engagement and SOPs that guide the security forces in the conduct of public order management will be disseminated to the operating forces to enhance their awareness as they go about their duties. But also, unsaid is the background to this, and I think we need to ask the hard questions. We need to have a candid, brutal conversation on this idea of what is reasonable conduct, what is permissible conduct. I think we were all treated to that video that ran wild of people in military formations, and I knew it would attract consequences, both intended and unintended. So I think going forward, we may need to engage as security and all the players on how we go forward to ensure that we have credible electoral processes. Right Honourable Speaker and members, government commits to ensure a clean and safe electoral process in support of the EC. Those arrested will be presented in court, and any excesses reported, investigated and dealt with as appropriate. The journalist whose eye was injured, called Miracle in Nsambya Hospital, gladly he's been discharged, but I've been briefed by Honourable Bahati and I want to thank him for visiting him. We shall meet the bills of his treatment. I beg to submit, Right Honourable Speaker and Honourable members.
Thank you. Yes, Honourable Bahati, you promised us. I've heard the minister said you visited, but I think we better hear from you because you have a date with the House on that issue.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. As the Honorable Muhoozi has said, and as you instructed me, I visited the journalist called Miracle, who works with Stop TV. It is true he was injured, and there were some limited operations on his face. The good thing is that his eye, according to the doctor, was saved. He's out of danger as we speak, and he has been discharged yesterday. And on behalf of government, I promised that we are going to clear the bills. He also had a complaint that his camera was damaged, but in the meantime, we have agreed with the Minister of Internal Affairs that the bill will be cleared by government. So I extended our sympathies, and we continue to pray for him for quick recovery. Thank you.
Thank you. Yes, no, Minister, I would have loved, for example, in the case of the journalist, who was not part of people who made the parade and all that. I would have been glad to see a commitment of you investigating your officers coming out clearly. The way of investigating others has come out clearly. It would have been, it would give confidence to other people who might be caught up in that fracas when they are not involved. So I don't know specific on that, then I call up.
Thank you, Right Honourable Speaker and honourable members. Yes, it's true. In all this, there are always innocent bystanders. If I can, I wouldn't want to infer the guilt of the others, but certainly we shall verify, even reaching out to the journalist and find out how he was injured, who was responsible, and then we take appropriate action.
Thank you, Honourable Minister. Leader of Opposition, to begin with.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. And I want to thank the Minister of Internal Affairs for responding to the directives of the Speaker. First of all, Mr. Speaker, allow me to thank you, government, for responding to the injured person by meeting his bill. Although you wouldn't have met it if you had not caused injury to him. And it's not enough. But there are more than one who are under the same state. Mr. Speaker, I want to inform General Muhoozi, the Minister of Internal Affairs State, that yesterday, and as of now, there's a video running around. There's a Ugandan resembling one of the Jatt, and people were almost going to kill him, thinking that the one was beating people in Kawempe. This is a common phenomenon in Africa. Sometimes some people said I'm resembling also you yourself. And if you commit an offense, I might be the victim or you might be. But for you are lucky, you have safety with your security guards. This is the situation, Mr. Speaker, we are facing. But when we are here, the Minister for Trade, who was acting as government, leader of government business, denied knowing anybody who was beating people. The processes of bringing people to book, summoning them, is within the hands of government, not the opposition. If there is any offense committed by a national unity platform, at any cost, it's you to bring them to book. But here we are having soldiers beating civilians with no sufficient cause. There's a candidate in this race. We are saying we are going to cause traffic jam. He's moving with a wheel loader. But for him, it's safer than those walking on foot on the roads. How do we handle that? Mr. Speaker, sir, we should go, members of Parliament, and I'm repeating this, because we are giving challenges to our Speaker. And I want to thank you, Mr. Speaker. You stated it here, that you are going to handle that matter. Members of Parliament are summoned by, you summon them through the Speaker of Parliament. If I'm wearing an overall, which is red in color, but it's having national colors, what offense have I committed? I'm driving going to the rally where there is a new candidate or an NRM candidate, and you arrest members. Honorable Minister of Internal Affairs, kindly. Even NRM, actually, parades are committed everywhere. You must communicate, and always directives come out, respect them. NRM is wearing its yellow overalls. It's also berets. Also because you know what is sanctioned under the EPDF Act, which was brought back to Parliament as a trained soldier and a lawyer. So, Mr. Speaker, I think we need to come out. Why do you beat the press, the fourth arm? They are fully dressed in their attire, showing that they are working for maybe Mr. Baramuzi, Honorable Mr. Baramuzi Radio, and others. I can take the information and I will conclude.
Sorry, colleagues, it's being worked on. Yeah, but we can continue.
Thank you, Right Honourable Speaker, and thank you, Honourable Sewungu, for giving way. Right Honourable Speaker and members, when you see the events unfolding in the Kawempe North by-elections, it leaves all of us in a bad situation. Those involved in the election, and even those other citizens, particularly the responsible members of this society. Now, when the issue was put for government to come and clarify and explain, I'm surprised, deeply surprised, that the Honourable Minister has chosen to tell what everybody wishes to hear. He has told the intent of the law and the aspirations of Ugandans. But what is at stake now is that they are hoodlums. There is the Jatt, which is responsible, the core mandate, to crack on terrorism. And now you have an official exercise, a campaign exercise announced, and the government chose to deploy the Joint Anti-Terrorism Force. Why? Because from the word go would start from there. Who deployed? Honourable Minister. You could tell the country who deployed and why. Because we should start from there. And it is not difficult to find out. Even if there was some conduct of members.
Honourable Sechkubo, that's not how we behave on the floor. Okay? You came for information, and I hope your time is up. I'm sorry. Honourable Susan Amero. No, you donated your time. Now you donate.
Thank you very much, Right Honourable Speaker.
Honourable Amero.
Thank you, Speaker. I heard the Minister talk about payment of treatment bills, but I didn't hear him talk about compensating the person who was harmed, because this is a breadwinner in his home. And there are so many people who depend on that person. So I wanted also that to come out clearly. But also, the other thing, Right Honourable Speaker, is for how long are the security forces going to take the law into their hands? And they go away. They walk out free. What are they supposed to be doing? If the police is to keep order, law and order, and then the police is using the gun, bat, and everything, including the knife in the gun, to point at this guy who is innocent, who has not been proven to be guilty, then what are we? I think something needs to be done, because currently the situation at hand is not good. We need to protect our people, and we need to do the things according to the laws that we are making. I beg to submit, Mr.
Thank you, Honourable Mede, and Honourable Shivadia, then Honourable Bigarot.
Thank you, Right Honourable Speaker. I stand to protest the manner in which security handles civilians in certain situations. because I was a victim of that during elections. It doesn't matter what party you belong to, but it matters how the state security conducts themselves. I'm a mother. One time I was very pained. I almost shed tears seeing a small girl, these children of Makerere University, trying to protest, and a little girl howled behind a pickup. I wouldn't want my daughter to be treated like that. During the campaigns, it was like the state versus Ahmed. There was this colonel that was deployed in my constituency, and they were just all over intimidating people with the uniforms, telling my supporters they are going to disappear. Please, in this century, as a politicians of my generation, we want fair competition, we want accountability of security. This is not fair. I beg to submit.
Thank you. Now, honorable colleagues, I know that incident that happened, but how is the situation now? Have we gotten other bad incidences? So why I'm raising this, I want us in our debate, if the situation now has calmed down, then we don't again put in fire. Honorable Chibadia?
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker.
I have asked you, I don't know. So now, stop.